I won't be defined by your dreams, committed to my goals, yeah. Gotta do my own thing, keep up the hustling. I won't be defined by your dreams, committed to my goals, yeah. Gotta do my own thing, keep up the hustling.
Hi, welcome to Hustleburg. This podcast is all about small business in Saint Petersburg, Florida. How the business owners got started, how they built their business, and how they serve our community. I'm Brett Bittner, and I'm the host of Hustleburg, and I started Beyond Your Side Hustle, where we help budding entrepreneurs go beyond their side hustles and ditch their 9-to-5s. As the founder of a small business here in St. Pete myself, I love meeting and talking with fellow small business owners. Lucky for you, I also like to record them for you. If you find anything of value in this episode, I encourage you to subscribe to the podcast, because there are probably more nuggets in other episodes, both past and upcoming. It would also be great if you could rate and review the episode to let us know what you got out of the conversation. If you have a question about marketing, building your brand, or operating your small business that you'd like to have answered on a Q&A episode, please visit us at beyondyoursidehustle.com/podcast question to submit it. In this episode, I'm chatting with Peter Jaeger of Tampa Bay Tread Connection. During our conversation, there's something said that could imply that interviews such as this are paid for. This is not a marketing tactic that we endorse or employ on Hustleburg. In fact, we discourage anyone from paying to be interviewed on a podcast or other medium. Now, on to the episode. Enjoy!
Glad to be here.
So, Tread Connection, when I first saw that you were going to, that you had inquired about being a guest, I was doing a little bit of research, and it took me a while to figure out what Tread Connection actually did. And so what is Tread Connection?
We are a mobile tire dealer, so we actually bring the tire shop to you. We bring the tire, we do the installation, do the balancing right there in the van, no matter if you're at home, you're at work, if you happen to be out at the beach, pretty much anywhere we can come to you. And
you guys do tire and wheel service, is that right?
We do tire, and we don't do rims. We don't,
Okay.
We can't bend rims back or anything like that. We don't do any type of alloy fixing, but puncture repair, TPMS sensor replacement. We can do relearns. A lot of times you get your tires rotated, and the shop will not relearn where your TPMS sensors are. So
Okay.
you're reading, on your dashboard, you read different spots where your tires are.
Got it.
And sometimes your front ones will be your back ones, and you just don't realize it.
Okay. So why mobile wheel and tire? What was that got you interested? What kind of is the reason for it?
Mobile, the reason for it is for convenience.
Okay.
Nobody likes to be in a tire shop for 2, 3, or 4 hours.
No, it's terrible.
In a day. And our big thing is that we don't take up your weekend. Weekends are for fun. They're not for tires.
Okay.
So during the week, we can come to you if you're at your office in Tampa, Saint Petersburg, anywhere in the Pinellas, Hillsborough County area. And within the hour, we can be done installing your tires. You don't have to leave your office. You can still do your conference calls, your meetings, anything like that. And once we're done, you just come down, pay me, and we're on our way.
Awesome. Peter, what is it about this that has you fired up about what you do?
I think it's just the convenience of everything.
Okay.
Most people don't, like I said, have the time that they want to spend on a Saturday or a Sunday to get new tires.
Okay.
They'd rather be at, being in this area. You've got golf, you've got boating, you've got to go to the beach, you've got hockey, you've got, a ton of things in the area that you want to do. Why waste it on the weekend sitting in a tire shop for a couple hours? You're never number one in the tire shop.
All right. Now that definitely makes sense to me. How was it that you got into this line of work?
We were looking for different franchises.
Okay.
And just so happened that our background is in automotive. Mm-hmm. We've worked for AAA for almost 20 years.
Okay.
And the roadside part of it. So we've been in the automotive for that long. Mm-hmm. And we're looking to stay in the automotive field. So it just wasn't anything else really that interests us. And Tread Connection came along. Actually, my wife was looking online, and came about this franchise. So we decided that we would take the chance and go with it. It's something new and different to the area. It's not something that's already here.
Sure.
There are some smaller businesses around, but nothing that's on the franchise level like this is.
Okay. I think you're actually the first franchise owner that we've had on Hustleburg. So for those who may not be aware, how does that work as a small business owner with a larger brand?
Well, the franchise we have is a secured area.
Okay.
So
you have a protected territory.
We have protected territory that we cover. It's all based on zip code. So
okay. So we're not going to see two Tread Connection vans that are battling each other out for customers at an intersection.
No, okay. No, not at all. So, and if somebody else came in next door to me, I couldn't go into his area. If somebody wanted, even if I had a customer down there that wanted my services, I couldn't service him anywhere because that area would be protected and be somebody else's. So they would have to go through them.
So what you have the overarching brand nationally that's franchising the various franchises in different areas of the country. What does that then allow you as an individual to do to build your business, or are you focused on kind of having them do a lot of your marketing and lead generation?
We're doing most of the marketing ourselves.
Okay.
It's not like Subway where you got a big media campaign.
Right.
All the marketing has been done through us. It's been done through Facebook. It's been done through Google. It's been done through some other digital marketing.
Okay.
Media that we've had out there. So it's entirely through us.
Okay. So we're looking at this then as essentially a bunch of small business owners working under the umbrella, but having a lot of autonomy then to figure out how they're going to market the business.
Correct, because not every city is going to be the same.
Right.
And the main Tread Connection business affords us the buying power.
Okay.
So we've got accounts with different tire wholesalers.
Okay.
And the prices that we can get through them are better because we're about 30 franchises into this throughout the country. So our buying power is becoming better and better, and our prices are becoming better and better because of that. So that's what we get from the main, from the main business name.
Okay.
Connection.
Sure.
Yeah.
You're getting the value pricing then for having being a higher volume distributor from the wholesalers. Okay,
correct.
That makes perfect sense. And you mentioned that you guys have done work with Google, you've done work with Facebook to advertise and to market the business. Are there any marketing efforts that you would like to branch into, or that you think that you could do better, or that you'd like to do more of?
I don't know what to say about that.
Okay.
I'm not being new to it.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's other avenues to go.
Sure.
Obviously, the podcast is one of the
right.
avenues that we're trying out.
Yeah. Hey, having you as a guest is fantastic.
Yeah, we've got to make sure that we're using our marketing dollars in the right way, and so we're trying a little bit of everything to see what works and what doesn't work. So it seems like Facebook has been working very well.
Okay. So you're really
Google's
looking for
it.
like that underpriced attention then?
Yes.
And I do want to clarify for listeners, he did say use of marketing dollars. There is no cost to be a guest on Hustleburg. Just wanted to make sure that was thrown out there. So do you find having, other than the buying power that you have and the ability for you to get better pricing through having the overarching umbrella, do you find it helpful to be a franchise owner versus kind of building all of this from the ground up? Does it feel like maybe you're a couple rungs higher on the business ladder that way because you don't have to do a lot of the startup?
I think so.
Okay.
The problem that I think we've run into is just that nobody knows the name in this particular area. It's not like a Tire Kingdom, Tires Plus, some of the other brick and mortar stores. I mean, this is entirely new.
Right.
So even though we're a franchise, we might be one or two rungs higher, but getting the name out there has been really the biggest issue of anything, because everybody I've met that we've done installs for
Yeah.
has said that they love it and don't know where we've been and don't know how they've missed us by doing this. Well, we've only been in business since August.
Okay.
Overall wise. So in 4 months, we have gotten a name out there, but we need to do a better job of getting it out there.
Oh yeah, you've got a very big market here to penetrate, and it's not easy to do it when you don't have a physical location with road signs and the like to have market penetration.
Right. I mean, the van is the best advertising there is.
Oh, I bet.
And driving it around, everybody gets to see it.
Right.
But it's not the only advertising.
Sure.
The best advertising we've had is referrals.
Okay. So a lot of word of mouth then.
So a lot of word of mouth.
What is it that you are diving into to read or watch or listen to help you grow your business, to help you operate it more efficiently, to help you market it, to help you figure out exactly your tribe and the people that you're trying to reach, and then grow that from what Seth Godin calls the smallest viable audience to kind of mainstream?
I think I'm just learning from peers.
Okay.
We've joined a networking group here in the area,
Sure.
and using that to the best of my ability as far as getting our name out there and producing it that way. They've been a great help with some of the, like you said, the Seth kind of stuff going on, and but it's, reading things online, Entrepreneur,
okay,
magazine online, things like that.
Anybody that particularly speaks to you?
No,
Okay.
I can't speak to that.
Okay, hey, no worries. So when you aren't out there hustling to get tires and all that, when you're not out working, what can we find you doing around St. Pete?
Well, I enjoy fishing,
Okay.
golf, boating. Everything that's out there. Enjoy the lightning hockey, the Rays, of course. Being here in St. Pete, they're only 10 minutes away, so it's
right.
Nice and easy, and the ticket prices are good, so it's easy to get to them.
You're getting to do all of that fun stuff that you're helping other people do by being the mobile tire guy. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
So, are you from here in St. Pete, in the Tampa area, or did you move here from somewhere else?
I moved here in 2010 from Riverview.
Okay.
I'm actually born in Florida.
Okay.
Up in Gainesville.
I'll try not to hold that against you.
Don't no. But I moved back to Florida from Alabama in 1992.
Okay.
Lived in Orlando and then moved over here after that. So married my wife in 2010, so that's why I moved here.
Oh, awesome. So looking ahead for the rest of 2020, what are some upcoming events where we might actually see you, other than if we catch you out on the streets around Pinellas County?
We'll be doing some of the bigger car shows.
Okay.
There may be a coffee and caffeine event that'll be in the area. We try to get some of the bigger car shows that so we can get the name out there and just talk with the people. We'll probably do something at Quaker State.
Okay. Do you have any firm dates on any of those?
I don't have any firm dates right now. I think the first one is March of 2020. I'm just not sure what the exact date is.
Got it.
That's a pretty big car show that was put on by somebody we met.
Okay. We can put the dates for that in the show notes when you have them nailed down, because we're looking at airing this in February, so you're going to be good to go there. Where can people find out more about Tread Connection nationally, and specifically, how can they find out more about you here in the Tampa area?
Nationally, you can go to treadconnection.com. Everything is on there for all the franchises, and franchise information is actually on there if somebody is interested in becoming a franchisee. You can also go to tampabay.treadconnection.com.
Okay.
Actually, it's tampa.treadconnection.com.
Got it.
On Google, it'll go right to my page.
Okay.
Facebook, same thing.
Okay.
Tampa Tread Connection. It's on there. Instagram, and there's also Yelp.
Okay.
We're also on there. So it's all basically the same name.
Sure. Before we wrap up, is there anything that you'd like to share with the listeners about St. Pete, about the business, or about the you in general?
Yeah, I think everybody needs to understand that we're not just a tire dealer for cars and trucks and SUVs. We do ATVs, we do golf carts, we do boat tires.
Okay.
So, with the boat situation, who wants to drop their boat off and then have to take the trailer to wherever they need to take it and then pick up the boat again? So we can do it right there with the boat, if it's not too heavy.
Yeah.
With the boat right there on the trailer, we can swap out the tires right there and then. So, I mean, this is a perfect opportunity for that. Even, RV campers, things like a lot of people see that their tires get dry rotted just sitting there because of the sun and everything else, sun and the rain and everything else that's going on. We can change up their tires right there, and they can be on their way, because you don't want to be stuck on the side of the road with pulling a camper behind you or a boat behind you, and there's your whole day lost.
Right.
So that's
a day of fun that you missed.
That's a day of fun that you missed. Exactly. So, we're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6.
Okay.
And Saturday by appointment only. The bulk of our business is Monday through Friday.
Sure.
Because that's really what we want to do. We want to make sure that you have fun on the weekends, and if we can take care of you during the week, usually we can do same day. We can do, we can make an appointment that's convenient for you also.
Awesome. Peter, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, you did it! You've just listened to Hustleburg. To thank you for listening, we have a free guide to help you get started marketing your business online, aptly named our Getting Started Guide, available at beyondyoursidehustle.com/gettheguide. See how to begin with the first 3 things you should be doing for your business. Speaking of businesses, if you're a small business owner in St. Pete and you'd like to be a guest on an episode of the podcast, please let us know at beyondyoursidehustle.com/podcastguest. If you got something of value from this episode, please take a moment to subscribe, rate, and review on your favorite podcast app. This is something small that you can do to help us shine the spotlight on all the great businesses St. Pete has to offer. The music in this episode is Defining Your Dreams by my friend Rhymer Educator. You can listen to his latest single, The Last One, on Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you listen to great music. Thanks so much for listening, and we look forward to sharing with you how we do business in the Burg.